Our heroes are unraveling the neatly woven tapestry that hides what they wish to seek. Like a snake eating its own tail, they desperately try and know the unknowable. So, it's another lore dump session. Sue us! At least there's gay people on this week's episode of Mercenaries in Retrograde.
I zoom.
All right. You guys
I love it when
see
he zoom.
Simmon Naruto running in your direction.
Correct.
Hey, so...
Actually, because I don't want to practice flying. I'm like in the Naruto running pose, but my flying.
That's horrendous. Roll an athletics check. Roll an athletics check.
19.
I hate that you're good at it.
I love that I'm good
You guys
at it.
see Simmon. It looks like he's Naruto running at you, but then you notice that his wings are flapping and his legs aren't moving. And he's Naruto flying at you.
I'm gonna play a 2 and just ignore what's happening with Simmons. It's your turn, Celeste.
She's shuffling through cards because she doesn't understand any card games, but she's pretending that she does. 7.
Okay.
I thought we were playing Go Fish. What is happening?
I don't know. I've never played a card game before. Hi, Simmons!
I thought we were playing Uno.
Oh, well.
I don't know what either of those things are.
I'll explain it to you later.
Well,
Okay. Hello, Simmons.
What's up, nerd?
Did you see what I can do?
yeah, I saw that was so cool, babe.
It was really good.
Yeah. So did you happen to get anything from the book?
We found out why the heart is named the heart, and
Why is the heart named the heart?
well, it's because it was at the middle of the continent, and also that the people that worked there were like, we are the heart and soul of the thing, and it was because of no, I'm doing it. No, I know it. It's because, and then they but they were the first people that like worshipped like the plane, and then it became the mother and all of that stuff, and also it was right smack in the middle. And also because they did the magic, it went in and out and all over the place.
Hey guys, I learned something cool to you on here. What I learned?
What did you learn, Simmons?
I learned that the myth line used to be at the center of the continent. Isn't that neat?
Oh.
Isn't that neat that the cult lived in my backyard? Isn't that neat that now it's a guy? That's fun.
That's a little bit frightening, I'm not going to lie.
I think it's fun, and I'm gonna put my little spin on it and not think about the implications.
The heart used to be there.
The heart used to be there.
Heart. Said it was right there. Oh no.
It was right there.
No.
Also, I learned more that because I was just asking questions about the prophecy a little bit. One of some cool thing that the planes can do.
Are we gonna just rehash this a second time for our audience who has already heard it once and is about to hear it all a second time?
I mean,
can also not rehash it.
Yeah, don't rehash it.
You can just say I tell them.
Information here.
tell them.
Yeah, you tell us all about it.
I'll tell you all about it.
It's fun. It's fun. Don't worry about it. We're learning.
I tell you all about it. And then I scoop up that book and I do a read.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, do you want to just give me a flat intelligence check to see how much you can get in this?
Natural 20, baby. 25.
Hell yeah.
I have 20 intelligence.
Hell
Play.
yes. I'll just start reading my fucking notes.
Just give it all to me, baby.
Okay, so that already got figured out by Celeste. This is through a few of the books. Is how you get all this information.
Mhm.
So you figure out that first you figure out that maybe your initial perception wasn't exactly correct. Because as you're reading through some of these notes, there's like a lot of in one of the books there's a lot of like field notes from like before the split about how the heart used to be like a very connected community, specifically of druids, and the heart began to fragment and split within itself due to disagreement specifically on what their role in the world is. The heart wanted to make their role passive, whereas the group that broke off from the heart wanted to bend the ley lines to their will. And that disagreement is what led to one side of the heart to create a crystal that combined all of the energies that they are supposed to just pass through the plane into a crystal where the heart was residing, so in the middle of the continent.
Mhm.
And that, because of that, is what caused magics to rearrange the ley lines because of this act. And what? Yes?
He put them on timeout in the sky?
No, let me finish. So he rearranged the ley lines. And you know, because you're from Mythalon. Mythalon is a fragmented piece of islands. So from that just knowledge, you think maybe he shattered the heart entirely and put the pieces in the sky. And this is what kind of was like a catalyst for all of it. And the split, specifically the split of the mother into Sylvia and Silas, started kind of like this split in the pantheon as well, because there were kind of two sides of the gods. There were the gods who wanted to punish the humans and the ones who just wanted to leave them alone. And then that's kind of what translated into the wars. And from that, you also learn that the statues specifically were created to protect mortals by, like, Sylvia is the one who kind of like initiated that. And yes?
Human-shaped Noah's Ark?
Kind of, yes.
Fantastic.
So the land was becoming kind of unlivable because of the gods and what their war was causing onto the mortals. And then that also created the wars between the mortals because it was just a time of war. So it was awful. And specifically, the crystal that started this whole problem is what was used to power all of the statues. And from those records, you find the origins of the arms, which are a specific subset of people who used to be a part of the heart, who originate from the statue that resides in Renaissance, and they lived within the arms, and that is how they got their name. And that one specifically, because that one is the only statue that is specifically Sylvia.
I think Simmon's just like shouting. He has all these revelations.
Yeah, and also from that, you were able to kind of discern that you've never really put this together fully before. I might have told you this, but I just want to reiterate it. That where there's every single city that has a big population has a statue not too far from it.
Yes.
Which is how a lot of the civilizations kind of formed.
I think I connected those dots on my own just looking at the map.
Yeah. Another thing of note is there is a small mention of a statue that might be in Amisteria, but they did not get involved at all in the war, so it is not fully confirmed in this specific book that you're reading about.
Not canon.
So another from another book. more on like the heart's function. You kind of get a lot of notes about during the war, the heart, the part that didn't end up going into the statues, continued to do their job of facilitating the flow of magic and energy throughout the planes, but they went underground because it was inhabitable to live above ground. You also get like very sparse like notes about like there's like some field notes about like certain small like little villages having interactions with people who said they are from the heart, but they didn't really talk too much about it. And you also find that there is a large like almost like it's a specific book to Mysteria about their interactions with the heart, because they made connections with the heart because they have connections to the ethereal plane. Mysteria, every single entrance to Mysteria is within the ley line of the ethereal plane, and the ethereal plane is kind of like if the material plane is the roads, the ethereal plane is the car.
Mm-hmm.
So the heart had a lot of connections with Mysteria, specifically the House of Amethyst, to keep the ethereal plane stable so that they could continue to do their jobs. But there isn't a lot of like actual documentation of this, and there actually is like a note in some of like the like parts of this text that like specifically notes that the heart wished not to like have stuff written down. And then one more thing you find in this like text of a lot of like Mysteria like specific documents, which you are only allowed to have because you have Honey's permission. I need that known.
Thank you.
Is that around 20 years ago, there wasn't too much of a like too many like disturbances within the ley lines. Like the heart was able to do a pretty good job. But around 20 years ago, there was a disturbance in the Shadowfell caused by a group of people. And the heart was trying to work to counteract that energy until around 15 years ago, when it seems like everything stopped and there was no more connection from Mysteria to the heart. They are all on Reside.
Then what's on the half?
Hmm?
I said, then what's on the half? Wait, hold on. Do I know my left and my right? Let's find out.
Let me double check too. Let me check.
I don't know my left and my rights. I can tell you that right now.
I don't either.
I don't know my left from my right. Look at that, guys. Aren't you proud of me for not knowing my left from my right?
I do know my left from right. Yes, they are only on Reside.
My wires are all cut up.
Which I will just say then, is a little confusing to you because of the labs that were under and near Renaissance, as that is on left.
So wait, one more time.
So the places where the heart like resided during the wars and like currently are all on Reside, where the labs you found by Renaissance are on Lahaft.
Yeah, which is my question. My question was initially, then what the fuck is by the waterfall? Because I thought that was...
Oh no, that is Reside.
That is Reside, okay.
These books don't really tell you kind of what those labs that you guys found were. But
could it be the like the rejects?
What do you mean?
Because there's the bad guys that made the crystals and then Mythalon exploded. Could they be those bad guys?
Yes.
That went under Renaissance bad guys?
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. I did it!
Yeah, around this time once you like get all of this that you're like probably just reading to everyone as you're like, oh my god, everyone, guess what I just found?
100%.
I need to know that everyone who was studying in this area has vacated.
Oh.
That is...
You are too loud.
Yeah, that it's normal for Simmon.
We needed to get one of those little study rooms, and we didn't do that.
And you didn't, and everyone
we did not
hates you
do that.
for it.
And that's fine.
Irvin does come back by the time you like kind of get to the end of all of that stuff, and he has 2 books for you.
And then grabby.
Yes. One of them is on fate. The second one is on made profits.
I hope the listeners enjoy you talking and me going, uh-huh.
It's going to be this whole episode. The other 2 of us, we're not in it. I'm making MS Paint feelings.
You're in it at the beginning.
That's true. That's true. We are. And then next episode, we'll be in it at the end.
I'm
making MS Paint drawings.
We're getting to the end of the lore dump.
No, you're totally fine. Listen, I'm very sleepy.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm also EP.
Yeah, so you have one on fate and one on made profits. If you want to roll an intelligence check for both. Or investigation,
for each?
whichever one. Yeah.
Ish. Can it be investigation?
Yes.
Well, no, wait. Am I even proficient in that? I am proficient in that.
You
I'll
should
take
be.
it out. I am. So then for the fate one, that's going to be 23.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would love to be assisted on the profit one.
Irvin will assist.
Thank you, Irvin. Wow! That was worse the second time.
You're
So
distracted.
we're gonna stick to a 13.
Yikes. Okay. For fate. A lot of the stuff in this book is stuff that the librarian kind of already told you. But something specific that is probably going to be of use of you is you are noticing that the scholars reference the planar verse and the interactions weaving through the plane as fate's tapestry. And sometimes the ethereal plane is referenced as a spindle, and the connections of all of the ley lines as threads of fate. But the idea of a fate god is never really prominent.
So wait, the ethereal planet. So the planiverse is tapestry. Ethereal plane is spool.
Spindle.
And then the ley lines are thread.
Yeah.
Got it. And then can I just infer that the loom fate?
What?
Loom would be fate in the process.
Yes.
Don't like it.
Do you want to make me one just quick intelligence check?
Oh, Bubba, 24.
Okay, give me 1 second to pull up the prophecy just so I can have it. Specifically, for the last part of the prophecy, the do not let the story end as it has only just begun and the serpent will only choke upon its tail. That specifically, after reading some of the stuff in this fate book, kind of hits you because the idea of the Ouroboros of continually eating yourself and there being more of you is kind of how it's seen in a lot of religious texts. You had a religion minor or something, right? Yeah. You remember from there, a lot of stuff that is written in a way that it can be applied throughout many generations and almost in a cyclical nature. So after reading this book about fate and that specific last line, you kind of are able to get from this that it's saying that if this prophecy is to come true, then the serpent will not be able to eat itself and the cycle will end. There will be nothing else because it will be broken.
And we don't want that?
You don't want that.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I the player was clocking that correctly.
Yes.
I got there. I was I thought the serpent eating its own tail was bad, but turns out
choking on it is bad.
Choking on it is bad, but life is a constant cycle.
Yes.
My life is a constant cycle if I need to do laundry.
That is something Nico would say.
I say that constantly. I'm constantly my life is a constant cycle if I need to clean my room. That is I say it all the time.
It's a constant cycle of needing to edit this podcast.
My life is a constant cycle of every day I wake up,
Every day I wake up.
Every day I wake up.
Ohio!
But yes, that is what you're kind of able to get from fate, and then connecting it to the prophecy from from the made prophets. Let's see.
I DM'd this. I sent this to Mac when he was giving me the secrets last week. I think it's even more relevant now that we are talking about the fact that the cycle can't end. I said to him, and I quote, "So we're just in your Hades Town plot, you autistic man," and it remains true.
Sad song. It's a sad song.
Yes,
And we're gonna sing it again.
You're a little bit stuck in my personal Hades town.
We're in your Hades Town.
It's a sad song.
Yeah.
That's sick as fuck, yeah.
For made prophets with a 13. Let's see.
This one.
So you basically just get a lot of like different types of made prophets. Like there are some that are made from dirt. There are some that are made from like corpses. There are some that are made from like glass, metal. It's thought that Warforge, before like they like start to become like an actual like thing in the world, were started to be made prophets, which is why a lot of Warforge are also seen as Aasimar, because they have an innate like ability within them to be a little bit prophetic and holy. And you also find a section that's about creatures that are made from crystals. And there's like a large section about how because you're not allowed to mine the crystals that are made from like the land itself in Mysteria, that there are people who try to make their own crystals from their own magic, and a lot of the times the crystal creatures can be a little bit more volatile because they are only made of one type of magic. And it also like talks about like the different like properties of like specific types of prophets, and like ones that are more stable and ones that are more like won't last a long time. So like glass prophets are very like useful because they can conduct like the magic of the gods a lot easier than a lot of the other substances. But again, they are made of glass, so if they get something that's too big, they will just shatter. And one of the most stable ones that you've kind of like come across is like a lot of prophets that are made from clay or dirt are pretty stable because they have like a connection to the earth, so they have a little bit more like room to both be a prophet and be a person in a sense. They're grounded, yeah. And the crystal prophets are the most unstable that this book is telling you about, just because a lot of them are made from one type of magic, so they only have one type of setting. So if something happens, they are likely to break or like spiral, or like just bad things happen when there are crystal prophets, basically. And they're like highly like seen as like blasphemy too, just because it's like super fucked up of you to make a crystal prophet, because it seems like you are trying to imitate the god magics in making the crystal elves.
So Frankenstein by Mary Shelley the Turtle is about a crystal prophet. Fantastic.
I am it all.
Oh yeah, well I'm autistic.
Oh my God.
You don't even let them finish.
Damn! You know what? It all comes back to Frankenstein by Mary Shelley the Turtle,
And
you know?
Turtle.
My superpower, also called autism, is being able to connect literally anything and everything to fucking Frankenstein.
Autism really is a superpower. Nobody take that out of context.
There's nothing to take out of context. It just is.
But if people are gonna, I don't want anyone to clip that and be like, "Oh my god, do you support Autism Speaks?"
What if we clip it and use it on our own TikTok?
And I still wouldn't want that because it would still make it sound like I support the people being like, autism is a superpower.
Yeah, I think that's all you're able to get from this text. This text is very heavy, and you are not an artificer, so a lot of like the working mechanism behind made profits doesn't really click with you. So like some of the more specifics you're not getting, but you do get that information. That didn't pick up at all.
Oh, that'll do it.
That'll do it, yeah. All right, that is what you're able to get from these books.
Yippee! I reiterate all that and then spiel about Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, the total.
Hell yeah.
Celeste is just nodding through the whole thing.
While you're kind of like going on the topic of Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, the turtle.
It's Frankenstein.
Sorry.
By the way.
Frankenstein. God forbid. No one's gonna know what I'm talking about anymore because I said Frankenstein.
You're right. No one will know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure we're all on the same page.
I didn't know what you were talking
we know
about.
What fantasy text you're talking about. This isn't a real book, Mac.
I hate all of you. We gotta make Frankenstein merch.
Frankenstein?
Sorry,
what is it?
Frankenstein.
Thank you.
Yeah, so while you guys are talking about Frankenstein, Irvin's going to pull Algernon off to the side. Yeah. So specifically about your dream, I didn't realize this new revelation until Simmon taught me of my own true nature. But the time that I left the heart was because I realized that I was a made prophet, and I lashed out and I hurt people, but I don't think I killed anyone. But at the same time, I can't trust my own memory.
I don't think it was the you that we know now that did that, because I know your eyes, and that wasn't you.
Who would it be?
I guess that's what we're gonna find out, isn't it?
If what you saw is true, and what all of Simmon told us from everything he read in those books, the timing perfectly for it to be me.
I guess.
I left 15 years ago.
You do know you're not a monster, right? No matter what the timing might seem.
I mean, if I killed people.
I mean, you're not. That's just, you might have done some shitty things, but we all have.
I think murder is on top of any shitty thing that you could even do.
Yeah, but it still doesn't.
Not just murder, Algernon. I slaughtered the entire heart if your prophecy dream is true.
I don't know. Do you think you could have modified your own memory?
I might have, but I don't know the spell right now, at least.
Yeah. Odds, I wish I could help you more.
If it was my own memory, I feel like I'd be able to undo it. But I've seen countless of clerics, and nobody can give me back the memories I don't have.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not good at this. What do you need me to do for you?
I don't need you to do anything. I just want to know what the truth is.
I do too. No, this is a shitty situation for you to be in. And just know that no matter what, I trust you.
I don't know if you should.
Well, I do.
What if I slaughtered you and your whole fucking friends? Like, I don't.
What if I make a deal with another Fae and hurt a bunch of other people? Just hypotheticals. Doesn't mean they're gonna happen. And we learn from the past.
No past for me to learn from if I can't even fucking remember it.
Okay. Do you want to get your memories back?
Yes.
Then we'll get your memories back. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I promise you that we will. On my life.
Don't do that.
And on my bow. I promise you that we will get your memories back. And then you will learn, and you will grow, and you will become a better person. It will take time and it will be hard, but I know better than anyone that it is worth it. Okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna cup his cheeks. Can I give you a kiss on the forehead?
Sure.
And I give him a kiss on the forehead.
Yeah, he kind of just leans into you.
Yeah, I'm gonna just hold him for a bit. I'm gonna run my hands through his hair and I'm gonna comfort him. I might not be good with words, but
What are you talking about?
hey, I do my best.
And your best is better than I could even hope to do if I wrote it down.
I'm gonna just keep running my hands through his hair. I know you, and I am not friends with shitty evil people, so you're not a shitty evil person. That's just facts, Irvin. I don't know what to tell you.
I understand what you're trying to do, Algernon, but it could be factually incorrect.
Don't think about facts.
What?
Don't think about facts then.
No. do you even know who I am?
Maybe you just need to let loose a little bit.
Ugh. No, I like my facts and I like my
Okay.
kind of studies and the truth.
And I like to listen to it, even if I don't understand what you're saying half the time. And I'm gonna really quickly, I'm gonna hum him a song. And I know it's probably not gonna do anything, but I do give him a bit of bardic inspiration.
There's now a little doodle in my notebook of Irvin, but like with frankincense creature scars. I think it's
Good.
real good.
Good. At some point I do move from like playing with his hair to like braiding it. So he does have a couple little braids in there.
Every time you like braid something like close to his ear, it does just twitch.
That's adorable.
That's so cute.
That's so cute.
As you guys kind of all come back together after the boys have their little moment, you actually there's like this like weird like shimmering chime sound, and then Honey Lynn rounds the corner.
Jesus.
Oh.
Not in a bad way, as in I'm sure this is bad news for us.
Oh, I would have bad news.
Well, I don't know, maybe because my hometown used to be home to the cult that wants to destroy the world.
Don't worry
Oh,
about
don't even
it.
worry about it. Yeah.
Daphne,
Hello.
am I still actively embracing Irvin?
Well, I said you guys came back. That's up to you.
Okay. No, I got my hand around his shoulders.
I thought you were gonna say waist.
I thought you were gonna say waist too, and I was like, oh,
Put your
What?
hand on the
I
I
leg.
mean,
That's
if
why
he
feminine.
lets me have my hand around his waist, then my hand can be around his
I mean, he's not
waist.
gonna say no.
I'm doing the thing where I'm like rubbing his back.
Oh my god. I hate all of you.
She says hello to you and then immediately looks away. She doesn't want to witness this.
I'm
Yeah.
not being gay. I'm comforting.
Oh, you're being
I'm-
gay.
No, yeah, I'm homophobic now.
Yeah, no, she turns her attention to the lesbians because they're the safe space.
Oh wow. I love you, Honey Lynn.
Yeah, and she's like, all right, how is all of your studying? Did you get everything you want?
Books are sick as fuck, yo.
Hmm?
The books, they're wonderful, and the secret government files, they're delightful, and I love reading everything that I've been reading.
I'm so glad that is what she said the first time, and you did not say they're sick as fuck, yo.
I was thinking it.
Yeah, she just laughs a little bit and is like, all right, so I have a few things. If you guys want to head out, you want to talk about it here, whatever works
that's-
for you.
Well, Well, I don't know what the answer to that is because I don't know what you have to tell us.
Yeah, I also don't know where we'd go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know this place at all. So
Yeah, you brought us here.
That is true facts.
Can we go to your house?
Simmons,
Do you do you want to come to my house?
Well,
just
what
invite
are you
yourself
gonna tell
to-
us?
I don't want to.
You don't want to come. All right, then everyone else can come except for you.
I mean, that's fine.
Why don't you want to come to my house?
I don't know. It's big.
You
and
live in the
fancy.
biggest fucking casino to exist.
Well, I haven't lived there in a long time.
You're weird.
You are weird.
Simmons, I feel like we're in the middle of something that we shouldn't be. I feel
No,
like
I'm
in the
not
middle
gonna
of
be in
it.
the middle here. As long as I'm in the middle, I'm gonna be a menace.
Oh God, I feel like I'm in the middle of a family situation I should not be witnessing.
I mean, I guess I'll do it here then instead of inviting you back to my home. Since
That sounds like it would be fine. Thank you.
No, I'm just
Okay.
uncomfortable in general.
all right, well, I don't know if this will make you more uncomfortable.
Oh no.
So a few things. I was able to meet with the House of Opal, the head of the house. And so stuff's a little fucky. I'm gonna be real.
Okay.
How so?
So I've been studying mostly the Fae ley line, specifically, and something in my research that I was able to note, and I think I told you guys this already, but the Fae were kind of fucking around with Celestia.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yes, Simmon.
No, I'll hold it up.
Okay, thank you for waiting.
You're welcome.
So something that's kind of started to become a problem is that because Celestia was kind of fucked with, and now
Oh, no.
hell is kind
I was
of
gonna
No.
Oh
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm
no.
gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Str-
Simmons vibrating.
so.
Well-
Bad. As he's vibrating.
What were you gonna say, Celeste?
Celeste wasn't gonna say anything. Lark was gonna say,
Oh.
can we call this episode As Above, So Below? Because I really like that.
Yes.
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 Thank you. Okay, that's all.
I
Leave this bit in where I name the episode.
I'm sorry.
Everyone needs to know when Lark names the episode and that Lark named the podcast. These are two facts.
I
that
did name the podcast. I
You
forgot
did.
that I did that.
I named the
I love
continent.
reminding you. We did. All right.
Yes.
Anyway, back into it.
Algernon looks defeated.
So this is causing a bit of like a how do I put it? It's coming a bit of a tug of war between the two of them. And you know, we kind of work a lot with planar studies and like specifically like magics around it. And so we want to send some people to hell to check it out. I know you guys have some contacts.
We could go maybe.
Um
We could maybe go if you wanted us to go. We could do that.
Yeah, I
probably.
mean, I'd love you to go. Specifically, though, if you would like to be paid for it, I can.
Yes.
All right.
I have zero money.
So, I offer a job of sorts then to you, but
So taken.
you do have to go through a sort of vetting process before you're able to go.
Oh no.
So we do have to go to the center of Amisteria.
What are they vetting us for?
Hmm?
What are they vetting us for?
To make sure you won't die.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Oh my god. I won't
Fuck,
die.
I can't do that.
You know what? I'm not
You
gonna
guys won't
ask.
die. You guys won't die. Literally, don't even worry about it. But we'll go
So-
and get vetted anyway.
Yeah, so we have to go to the center so we can go to the House of Amethyst, specifically. And from what I recall, they will send you on a a starting mission, like something
Mhm.
easy, and then they will see if they trust you guys enough and think you are capable enough to go.
All right, that's fun. That's easy.
Okay.
How easy do we think the starting mission is gonna be? Because we've had other jobs that have been like, oh, it's just a simple here and back, and then it's been horribly disfigured, the mission.
Feel like we've kind of crushed a lot of them though, so
Yeah, like we're pretty badass. I think it's
concerned?
fine.
I mean, yeah, to your guys' point, the only mission that anyone who's gotten grievously injured on is a mission that you did of your own volition, not for
We did
anyone
do that.
else.
We did do that.
We did do that.
Sorry.
I don't know why I'm apologizing, I'm just stating a fact. Yeah.
Oh, that does remind me. This is entirely unrelated to the situation at hand. Faye, I need to have a chat with that dear friend. Because I have an idea percolating in my
Pope.
mind. Yeah. What'd you think I said?
No, I don't know. You just I turned off my brain for 2 seconds and
Oh.
you seemed to cut out in my mind.
I said Taupe.
Okay. Yeah, I just heard Faye and then you cut out in my brain and then
Yeah, I want your mom's number.
I
Menza! If anyone's getting Algernon's mother's number, it should be me.
Celeste,
I'm gonna sit down and I'm
Celeste?
gonna go into a fucking pigeon pose and just stay there.
Celeste, you feel like a ping of approval in your mind, and now you can have advantage on any role you want in the future, as God has smiled upon you.
Oh my
Love that.
god! Oh
She
my
liked your joke.
god! I can just hold on to this as long as I need it?
Yep, just like I'm holding on to disadvantage against Simmon.
I'm holding on to 3 of those from
Oh my
my
God.
fucking
I have to write this down. Oh my god. I'm putting a smile from a god in my features and traits.
don't forget what that means, because then you'll
No, I'm
end up
gonna
with
explain it.
Yeah, so I mean, it's been a rather long day for all of you. So if you guys want to go get a hotel and rest, we can do that.
I
And then
love that.
yeah, that'd
let's
probably be best.
I've been acting real able today.
Oh no.
Do you need help getting back, bud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sitting and reading and running around. A lot of fun. But now, I'm like a dish rag.
Yeah. You can hold on to my chair if you want to. If you need like something to hold on to while you walk. That's a
Well,
little
I
bit
got
more
my
than-
handy dandy Reno. And he holds up his cane. I don't know why I called it a
you cut out every time you try and say what it's
Both
called.
times you said it.
Scooperino.
Scooperino. Okay,
Reno!
well, I was just offering in case you needed something with a little bit more support than that. But yeah,
I was gonna offer myself.
No.
so
I'll take. You know what? I'll take. You know what? No. I'll take one hand on each of you.
And he knocks over a stack of books.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
okay, yes,
Don't
no, we should go get Simmon to be lying down, I think.
Simmon needs to be horizontal. And
Uh,
so do I. I think we
yeah.
all do.
I
Yeah.
say put me in the ground, but don't do that.
I don't want to do that. I specifically stopped you from being put in the ground.
Okay. Well,
She hands you Celeste just like directions to a nearby hotel.
perfect.
Since Algernon doesn't want to be at her house, she was going to offer that, but she
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll go-
uncomfortable here.
You're weird.
Yeah, I'll navigate us to the nearest little
yeah. So
hotel situation.
because you're kind of like in the college town of sorts, there's a bunch of like hotels nearby, but you kind of go past those because she's like, you don't want to stay there.
Funny.
So you're able to get to this smaller, more of like a tavern than like a hotel. That it's just like a cute little tavern. There's an elevator around the back. That's kind of more akin to a more normal elevator that we know and love, than like a funky crazy one. Except it's like looks like it is made of like crystal.
Oh, sexy.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's like see through as you go up.
I love those. I
My
love when I
brain
can
almost
see
just
the work
went,
balance.
Cousin?
No, this is not crystal that is made from the earth. This is crystal that is made from magic. Not your
Jesus
cousin.
Jesus.
We're inside an elf right now. as
No,
we
you're
speak.
not.
I would like for you to never say that we're inside an elf ever again.
Awful. You suck.
Oh, let's say something even worse.
No.
No.
No, we don't.
We're gonna go lay down. Yeah.
We're gonna take a nap.
I will pay. I have 17 gold, so I will pay for us to
Yeah, it's like 5 silver for a night.
oh, easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will do that because I think I have the most gold out of everyone with 17.
Yeah, this when you get into the room, it's kind of like a cute little quaint little thing. There's spots for all of you guys to sleep. You guys got a room
Aw.
big enough. And there's like the way like the room is set up is there's both like hammocks and beds, so you can choose between the two if you have a
I
preference.
was literally gonna say, can we have bunk beds? And you've just like this is the best day ever.
Yeah, so you get to choose on what you like.
I am sleeping in a fucking hammock, dude. I love that.
Yeah,
Like a cocoon. Celeste has never been in a hammock before.
it's very
love it.
delightful.
Yeah, she's like really pumped about this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
once
help
you
Simmon into bed.
Yeah, once you get into the hammock, Luna does move your chair like a little bit away, so because you're like probably really excitedly like
Oh yeah.
moving
Oh,
back
yeah,
and
I'm
forth, and she
swinging
doesn't want you to knock your body into your chair, so she does move it like a little bit out of the way.
She's perfect.
Yeah, she'll
Henry.
take
Oh,
a
gosh.
hammock as well.
Ah, hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah, bunk hammocks.
Bunk hammocks. This is perfect. This is everything I've ever wanted. I literally was gonna ask if we could have bunk beds, and this is so much better.
Yeah, and you bring Simmon to bed.
I bring Simmon to bed.
That
Goes
man to
there.
sleep.
What'd you say?
He goes snork me.
Yeah.
At least
Sure
at least take your wing off first, my guy.
That's
No,
why
I take his wing off for him.
Do not sleep with your prosthetic on. That'll hurt.
Yeah. I take his wing off for him, and then I go and is Irvin with us?
Yes.
And then I take Irvin and I put Irvin to bed.
What if we share one big bed?
I don't
Yeah,
want to
'cause
go
I'm-
to sleep.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you need it.
I
mean, I know
don't.
you don't need it, but you need a rest. You need rest.
Okay.
Do you want to go with Simmon?
What?
Do you want to sleep next to Simmon, or do you want your own?
If you're gonna make me sleep, I want to be in my own bed.
You want a bed or a hammock?
Ugh, the bed.
Okay. And I put Irvin to bed, and I give him a kiss on the forehead.
Damn, none of y'all are as fun as me. Me and Luna are fucking living it up. and
you
guys,
know,
And then I go in a hammock.
you know, if Ben was here, you'd have a
Ben
triple
would be-
bunked.
Ben and, but we would oh my god. Hey, you know how on college campuses they will like triple bunk hammocks between
On
two trees? Me, Ben, Luna, when?
Camping trip when?
Yeah. Mhm. Yep. This is beautiful. Okay.
I'm in a
Yeah.
hammock too. I'm just
Okay, good.
Yeah. My hammock is just set up between the boys.
You're still less fun about it.
That's
I'm a
okay.
little less fun about it, but I'm also very upbeat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, and you guys will have
Yeah.
a wonderful night of sleep. You know, just thinking about all of the horrors that are to come.